Poli Genova has just had her first rehearsal at Eurovision 2016. The Bulgarian starlet was looking fierce, serving some Matrix realness. Porig, what did you make of it?
I thought it was fabulous. She was like a starship trooper. She came out, she owned the stage. She looked so futuristic and modern, but it all fitted the song because the song is very electronic, it's very now, it's very current. And she was on stage for the bulk of the song on her own, but the staging was done so cleverly that she didn't seem on her own. She had kind of projections behind her doing a big dance routine, which we were saying there were certain pop songs didn't have it, like for example Lithuania yesterday, whereas she did without having the dancers, and it really worked. The staging then was very futuristic. There was lots of stars, lots of bright lights. There was kind of a path that she walked along. And then her vocals were on point. She's ditched during the she had this weird dance routine during some of the preview parties, in particular Riga, where she was nearly as if she was in a mosh pit. That is gone. It's all very slick, professional, modern. It's just really, really good.
I've got to say, this reminded me of Ace Wilder's Melody Festival in 2016 performance with the hologram dancers in the background, as you say, helping to fill the stage. And also, this is an example of how you don't have to have super fancy LED screens and LED floors in order to have an impact. Like Used, his was simple, but it was boring. This is very simple, and yet it keeps you engaged the entire time because of the constant subtle shifts. I like when it goes to TV snow, you know, when your TV doesn't get reception and it's all shh. That really, really works. I love her dress, not dress, what do you call it? Cape Matrix Warrior thing with the nude illusion cutouts. It's just very edgy, very rock, very electro. Vocally, she was there. She nailed this. And her dancing, you know, she's not a natural dancer, I can tell, but they've given her simple moves that are very effective. Like, it's kind of this like chicken dance, you know, going like this. And it's just engaging and it works. And she's wearing her hair in a dramatic side swoop. She looks expensive.
She looks amazing. The performance was amazing. This screams qualifier for this semi-final. I'm going to sound really artsy for a second and say that I really loved the contrast between the light and shade throughout the whole performance, in that her costume was very structured in terms of her jewelry and the shoulder pads, but then the flow of that jacket looked awesome. And again, with the staging, you mentioned like the TV static, it was very black and white, and then when the yellow came through, again, it was all contrast and it was very light and shade again. Everything about this worked in Poli's favour. Her voice sounded great. She looked great. I loved the light-up shoulder pads and the light-up stripes on her legs. Yeah, this is going to be tough to beat today, I think. It was very, very good.
To keep the dynamism going, in the final minute, they introduced, I think, 5 backing vocalists who walk out onto the stage when she says "Together Against the World," and then her body lights up, as you said. It's really clever, because this song, my only concern was that it would get too repetitive, and it doesn't. Visually, they've given it shape and scope. In any event, do you think this is going to the final?
It's a definite qualifier. At the moment, I can't see it in the top 5, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if it does make the top 5 in the end.
This is the first song in a while where the press room actually erupted in applause. You know, you've had scattered applause throughout, but this was, everyone was like, yes! Which is a good signal. I think this is definitely making the final. I do see this as a top 5. When I think back about the acts for the past few days, this stands out, Armenia stands out, and then I go blank. So yeah, this is in it to win it!
I think it could go top 5 too. I think the only other time where the whole press centre was like, yes, was Armenia on day 1. I mean, you guys weren't here for the reaction to Australia, and that was fairly positive too, but yeah. But otherwise, yeah, definite qualifier. I think it will be in the top 3 for this semi-final. I think Australia and Ukraine might challenge Bulgaria, but yeah, it's going to the final, 100%.
That's what we think. What do you think? If love is a crime, do you want to get arrested with Poli? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Hit the subscribe button
and give us a big like.
See you later. Bye.